cold over here. I think it is winter. I think this is what is called winter. It is so cold that temperature is 27 degrees. I never knew how winter tastes like, but I think this is total sickness being in this weather. So cold, you can't even imagine. I'm in Saudi Arabia. The city is called Jeddah. I'm a housemaid here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I'm here to share what 8 months as a housemaid here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has taught me so far. Yeah. Welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for stopping by. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I do upload a new video so that you don't miss. Okay, let us jump into the video. What 8 months here in Saudi Arabia has taught me as an Arab housemaid. First and foremost, I learned that not every Arab is bad. As we hear back in our countries that Arabs are bad, as we hear that Arabs are murderers, I learned that not all Arabs are bad. Many of them are so sweet. Please, we need to do appreciate women that these Arabs are really, really good. Compare them to our bosses back in our countries, back in Africa. These ones, if I compare them with our bosses back in Africa, I think these ones are better. I think they are way better, more than our bosses back in Africa. I learned that some of them, many of them are so kind. Yeah, I have even learned that I can be far away from my family, most especially my kids. Yeah, I have learned that it is so painful. It's so hard to live away from your family, away from the people you love, most especially my kids. I have learned that I can be far away from them. It is my first time to be far away from my kids. I have never left my kids even for a single day when I was still in our country, but I have learned that I can be far away from them, though it is so painful. Again, I have learned that the budget we do when we are planning to come this way to work as maids, when we are still in our countries, we do make a budget that every month I'm going to be getting such and such an amount of money. I'll do like this. I'll collect money for maybe 7 months and do that thing. Maybe I accomplish this. But now I have learned that it is not the real budget. I have learned that when you get a salary, many people have budgets for that same salary, which you budgeted before when you were still in your country, when you haven't yet started to work. So I have learned that some of the things we need to go about them. We need maybe to leave some of people's problems so that we settle on ourselves, so that we love ourselves more. That is what I have learned. Also, I have learned that in some countries, it is legal to walk on streets. Yeah, I have seen that in some countries like the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in some cities, it is legal to walk on streets barefooted. Yeah, walking on your foot in some countries, you have to use cars, maybe what. But back in our country, you are free to walk everywhere you want, at any time, at the way you have dressed. Anything you have dressed in a miniskirt or in what. I have learned that in some countries, my friend, you don't just trotter around. The police can come for you. Again, I have learned that in some countries, life is so expensive. Yes, not everything is free. Nothing for free, my friend. In our country, some of the things are free, like water, some of the things are free. Like maybe the weather is free, because for us our weather is moderate. It can be somehow hot, somehow cold, the way you want. God balance that, so we don't have problems with weather. But I have learned that in some countries you do pay bills for good weather. For example, AC is in the house. Yes, when it is hot you turn on the AC, but in our country there is nothing like ACs. Yeah, God made it like that the weather will be cool at this certain point, and it will be hot at this certain point. And sometimes when you feel hot in your country, you just go outside in a cool tree and then you chill from there. So I have learned that there are certain things here people pay for in our countries, which we don't pay for. For example, water. Everything you touch here, you have to pay. Nothing for free. I've learned that some of the products here they use, they're as expensive as my school fees back in my country. Can you imagine? Someone buys something as expensive as my school fees back in my country. The school fees for a term of 3 months, and someone buys just a dress for that certain amount. Jesus Christ, just a shoe, and it is as expensive as land in my country. So I have learned that this life has no balance. It is not balanced at all. It is not fair. How can someone get large, just large, and it equals to my monthly salary? So I have learned to keep, in that I learned that I have to keep my problems to myself. Not everybody is in problems. Not everybody is in need of money. Not that money is not that money is everybody's problem. But when you travel to another country, your brains becomes open. You start thinking outside the box. You start thinking big. Yes, because you get a lot of time, maybe on social media, maybe on anything like that. You get to interact with so many people, so your brains becomes opening up for better businesses, for better opportunities. That I have learned it from here, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. That is what I have learned, and it is helping me so much. I have got a lot of time on internet learning about chicken rearing, about a lot of farming. So that is what I want to do when I go back to my country. I want to start doing farming because I know it is possible, because I have spent a lot of time on it, because my mind got open, and I know that I can be shipping goods back to my country for business. That is what also my mind opened about. I learned that when I was still in my country, I couldn't think about shipping things, even if I had that money, even if I had that amount of money to ship things from the outside countries, maybe from China, maybe from Dubai, that they bring them back to my country in Uganda. I couldn't think about that. But when I came this way, I started thinking that things are possible. What you think is impossible, it is possible. Yeah. I also learned that sometimes when you come this way to work as a maid, you end up learning a lot more things. You can learn a lot of things apart from that maid job. For example, you can learn baking, such a good business when you go back to your country. You can start up a laundry business. Yes, that person who cleans people's clothes, who washes them. You buy the machines, you start that. You can start up a cleaning company when you go back. Those are all opportunities. So this job is not all about being a housemaid. It is not all about cooking and cleaning the house. It is not about being a kadama or being the servant to someone, but we have a lot to learn. If you are there, you are fair maids like me, you were housemaid in a certain country, I don't care which country, please open up your brain, open up your mind, start learning new things, start chasing those opportunities you have in that house or in that country. Start opening up your brains for them so that they help you when you go back to your country. Yeah, don't just sit there and say that for me, I'm a maid, I'm like this. No, please. Yeah, I'm here still learning a lot of things. I have not learned only that which I have mentioned above. Of course, I have learned a lot of things which I haven't mentioned above, but I'll have to mention them maybe in future because I'm still learning. Please, that is so far what I have learned, but I'm still learning. Don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I do upload a new video for you people. My name, I'm called Tendo Irene. The channel name is called Daily Life with Tendo. I'm here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Please, bye-bye. We'll meet in the next video.